From an early age, we are conditioned to believe that knowledge comes from endless reading and studying. We think that the more we consume, books, articles, lectures, the more we will learn and grow. However, in this race for accumulation, we often neglect a vital aspect of the learning process, the transformative power of reflection. Consider this: 100 people can read the same text, yet only a handful will extract meaningful insights and apply them to their lives. This discrepancy stems from how deeply each individual reflects on what they've absorbed. For instance, imagine a group of students studying a classic novel like Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Some students might read it quickly, focusing on plot points and character names, while others take their time, reflecting on the themes of societal norms, gender roles, and personal growth. The latter group, by contemplating these themes, can engage in richer discussions and draw connections to their own experiences, gaining a deeper understanding of both the text and themselves. I adhere to an old-school philosophy. I would much rather immerse myself in a single book 100 times than skim through 100 books without pausing for contemplation. This approach has profound implications in real life. For example, think about a person who reads The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. If they read it just once and quickly move on, they may grasp the main ideas, but fail to implement any of them effectively. However, if they dedicate time to reread and reflect on each habit, such as being proactive, beginning with the end in mind, and putting first things first, they can integrate these principles into their daily routines. This reflective practice transforms mere knowledge into actionable wisdom. Once, I was attending to the graduating ceremony of my Ayurveda and yoga classes that I attended for personal use, and the speaker asked a simple question to all the attendees. Tell me one thing each that you are taking from these classes. Some of us explained a particular concept we learned in the classroom, and some others told which lectures made them think about their own health. For me, I had a simple thing to share. I can't absorb everything learnt in the classes in one go. Though I was able to understand what kind of shift I need in my daily life to bring the healthiest version of me, from changing the oil to cook food to avoiding particular exercise which isn't best suited for me. At the end, the speaker has one thing to tell. He wanted to know how many of us have already started implementing what we learnt in the classroom to our daily lives, and if it has shown results. We had no answer, as none of us came up with the fact of implementation simultaneously. In my life, usually the guiding principle is straightforward. Take less, reflect more, and internalize or implement. This means I prioritize quality over quantity, focusing on a select few pieces of information that resonate with me and taking the time to ponder their implications. For instance, after finishing a book, I don't just move on to the next piece of content. Instead, I spend time contemplating upon some recent events or a particular article that applies to my own life. I may prepare notes, discuss them with friends, or put some information in use regularly, allowing the insights to permeate my daily existence. This process doesn't just help me understand concepts better. It allows me to accommodate this self-constructed understanding into the very fabric of my life. The wisdom I gain from reflection guides my decisions and shapes my values. So, how do you shape your own knowledge set? Do you dive deeply into a few concepts, allowing them to resonate and grow within you? Or do you flit from one idea to another, never giving any a chance to take root? The path to true understanding is not paved merely by the quantity of information consumed, but by the quality of contemplation that follows. Reflection allows knowledge to transform into wisdom, enabling us to weave insights into our lives meaningfully and effectively.